Hi, everyone. Today we are going to interview a very special guest, Jeanne Empowers. Jeanne has been with us on the show before, and I've invited her back because quite simply, the feedback we got from the first video was so popular. Essentially, if you are age 50 or older and feel like you're kind of past your prime in terms of contributing to the workplace or definitely contributing online, think again because Jeanne counsels people in that age bracket to find work online and really empowering them to not only work remotely, like Costa Rica, but also to earn the supplemental income that they need to really thrive in this stage of life. So stay tuned.
Sarah Breitlander here, co-owner of KRAIN Luxury Real Estate.
And today I'd like to show you one of our top luxury listings.
Hi everyone, Sarah Breitlander here with KRAIN Luxury Real Estate, and today I have a returning guest, a very special visitor. I'm here with Jeanne Empowers. Thank you for joining me at the beach here in Costa Rica.
Too beautiful.
It is. It's a nice breezy day. I wanted to have Jeanne back on this channel because, quite frankly, we had such a good response from the time you were here before. But before we get started, if you like this content, please consider liking this video and subscribe to our channel so that you can get more of these, I think, really great content that we're putting out because it really helps people make their dreams come true. And part of that could be buying real estate in Costa Rica. And a lot of that is not about buying real estate in Costa Rica. And I love Jeanne because essentially she's a great person, but she also helps people, primarily 50 and older, but also young people too. But basically, when you get to that stage and maybe you've done something the same all your life, you've done this job for 2 decades or 3 decades, and you think maybe that's it, right? That's not it, as it turns out. That's not it at all. There's a beautiful new chapter out there that's waiting for people because Jeanne helps interview people and find their skill set. And believe it or not, you can use those skills online, as scary as online sounds to many people. I've seen her do it time and time again. You can use that to earn extra income and even work anywhere in the world that you want to be.
Yes.
Which, quite frankly, is giving people freedom.
Yes.
And I really like that. So tell me a little bit about your job exactly. You're a freelance coach is your title, I assume.
Yeah. So I work with people generally 50 or older, but I have worked with younger people as well.
Okay.
Who are looking for they're feeling the crunch. They're feeling that crunch of getting closer to the end, career,
retirement age,
ageism in the job they're already in, or if they're not in a job, not being able to find a new job. Younger people are getting the job, and it's a tough time of life. I mean, there's so much beautiful stuff. I'm 63. I started this whole thing at 58. It's a beautiful time of life, but it's also difficult and it's scary.
A door is closing.
Yeah, doors.
Or you
closing.
perceive a door is closing.
Yeah.
But there's a window opening.
There are windows, people. There are windows. yeah, exactly. So I learned how to freelance. I learned how to work online and take my skills and earn an income that I needed to move to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And I was so into it, and it made such a difference in my life with my husband that I started showing other people how to do the same thing.
Yeah. You've been down this path personally.
I admit, I tell people I'm not like, in North Dakota in a basement telling you why you should go do this life.
No, you're on the beach in Costa Rica.
I am living proof of this.
The proof is in the pudding.
It is, and it's not, it's not scammy. It is not passive income. You're not going to make $10,000 a month.
No, in your sleep. That's not going to happen.
This is like the real deal.
Yeah.
So how do you take the skills that you've built for the last 30, 35 years and actually put them online and earn income to supplement, right? To stave off your Social Security, to not touch your investments. How about just science alone? How do you stay purposeful and engaged and use your brain? And keep off dementia and contribute and stay relevant. And I hate to say this, but I'm old enough to say it, so I can. How do you not become the fuddy-duddy factor? I call it a fuddy-duddy factor, where you just kind of go, I don't care, I don't need it, I don't know how to do
I'm just
anything.
going to putter around the house.
Putter around the house, or I don't know how to use my phone. How do you not do that? And you don't have to. We have so much to offer. We have so much wisdom, so much experience. We know how to do jobs. We know how to do clarity. We know how to meet deadlines. That's part of our age group, right?
Yeah.
We can hit a deadline with no problems, or as many of us remember, as my father said, no ifs, ands, or buts. Get the job done and do it right the first time.
Yeah.
That sound familiar?
Yeah,
Right?
totally. And you said something the other day that I was like, that's so interesting. You were like, and this is traditional, back in the day, in order to find a new skill set and contribute, you were having to go to community college, and how does that change between what used to be and what is the actual truth of the matter today?
Right. Yeah, and we may have talked about this a little bit in our last video. I don't remember, but so I was saying that, I never had to learn anything new in my job, right? This is the scope of your work. This is what you do. This is what I'm hiring you to do. Go do it.
Yeah.
And then it was just head down, butt up doing that.
Yeah.
And if I ever wanted to learn anything new back in the day, if you all remember, you had to go to your community college or the local elementary school or junior high, which is what we used to call it before it became middle school. I'm so aging myself. Anyway, but
it involved night classes.
It was night classes, and you feed your kids, you put them to bed or whatever, and then you go sit at
my mom did that.
Yeah, linoleum floor, little desk with the fluorescent light, and you sit there like 2 nights a week from 7 to 9, and it took you months and months to get to do something new.
That's how you created a new skill set to supplement your income, right? Or to increase your income. That's what you
thinking
did
about it. Or
and how's that different from today?
Well, it's so much different. So now there's all these online things you can do, online platforms and teaching places like Coursera, Skillshare.
I don't know any of these platforms that she's talking about.
Udemy. You can go and go.
That's why I found it fascinating.
You can be like a marketer for 30 years. I work with people. They're gurus at marketing, but as we know, marketing is not the same today as it was. You can go onto Coursera. You can go onto Udemy or any of these, and you can take a course in social media, and maybe it's like 12 hours, and it may cost you, it may be free, it could be $15, it could be $200, whatever, and you can walk away with a certification that says, now you may not be an expert, right? You may not have a, like a master's degree in social media management, but you know enough. Right. You could take those marketing skills that you understand about how do you market, how do you attract, right? But you know how to do it online, which is what a lot of people know. And if you're going up against a 30-year-old who knows social media, and you can learn social media plus all that background and wisdom you have about marketing, it opens up the world, and you can do it quickly. You can do it from the privacy of your own home. And then, Sarah, what's fun is then there's just passions you may have that may not even be about working or earning online. It may be about, I just want to know more about how to grow a certain kind of garden, right? You can go learn all of these things now online, get certifications on it. You can make offers on your passion and earn. So there's just this whole new, it's like this underground thing that most of us don't know about, which is what makes it underground.
Yeah.
But there's this whole world of people learning how to do all of this and studying it and getting good at it. I had one client, he was really into maps. What's that called? Somebody out there knows what that's called when you were really into mapping and wear maps. Yeah. And so we went and he found a course that he could learn how to do maps and understand maps and make offers about how to work with people about mapping. Yeah. Because it was a passion of his.
That's so really cool.
So it's just a whole new world of, you don't have to be stuck with what you know. If you're a curious person and you like learning new things, and I'm like that, there's nothing you can't learn now, and you can do it quickly, and you get certified in things and take them online and go, I know how to do this.
That's why I love it. I mean, you can see, I think, how inspired you are by this. And I love it because I'm not 63 and I didn't know half this stuff. So I feel like you're really dialed in. And when we talked, you had talked about how you have an initial meeting and you talk about their skill set. And basically you train them on how to become professionals on these platforms that our company has hired. Yeah. You mentioned Fiverr, Upwork. People do that. It's not me personally. Yeah. But obviously I'm not dialed into the exact platform, but I mean, I know that we hire from, we outsource from those platforms. Yeah. And you're the person that's training people
How to
be
get on
the
a
people that we
platform.
hire on the platforms.
Yeah.
And you're utilizing an age group that maybe felt undervalued or that they had nothing to contribute. I mean, for
I
me,
did.
it's a win-win.
Yeah. I mean, I've had 2 clients now, Sarah, 2 of the clients I've had where their entire business is freelancers. So everybody's a 1099. They don't have any employees. So they're pulling from everywhere to settle and take care of what
To
they
get
need
their
to take
business
care of.
done.
Yeah. And it's all by project, job, and task.
Yeah, yeah. And just to give like step-by-step clarity. So basically what you do is you can work one-on-one, or you have like a program that people can learn,
My
or you're working
program
on.
now is one-on-one.
Okay.
And I'm looking to make that into a one-to-many where people can do it more self-paced and I can work with more people. I mean, my coaching will still be there, which
Yeah.
I love to do. It's my favorite part of everything.
Yeah.
But how do I open this up to more people? And how I open it up to more people is I take it to a one-to-many where people can do a self-paced course and program online at their own rate.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on right now.
I love it. I love that the demand's there. I can tell you that I've had clients that I work with that would absolutely, that don't know about this and would absolutely qualify for this and be successful at it.
Yeah.
So basically they call you, it's a one-on-one, it can be a one-on-one coaching scenario.
Right.
And you analyze their skill sets first.
That's where I start. I work with, at first, let's figure out what your skill sets are.
Right.
Right. Where's it match?
Right.
Where's the lineup?
And they're not where you think. I mean, they could be, you know,
could be,
organization, for example, can be a
Right.
skill set.
Yes.
Meeting deadlines,
Right.
like you said.
Well, they're
before.
skill. Then they're all keywords that you use on a platform to attract people and what they're looking for, and we do all of that. We start to look and
So you basically position them in that online marketplace so that people will hire them and they can
learn
earn
how
an
to do
income,
it.
which is great. I mean, why try to do it yourself and go down through all those
I learned with a
pitfalls
coach.
when you can just have someone do it for you?
Yeah.
And that's the road to success.
Yeah.
You had used a metaphor that I thought was really, really cool about kind of your experience in the decade or more that you're in your work and how that transitions into where you could be today.
Oh, yeah. So the way I say it is, I kind of use a tsunami.
The tsunami metaphor.
Yeah, but not the silver tsunami, which we've all heard, which is like, I don't want to be part of a silver tsunami, although the hair would say otherwise. But so you're it's kind of like you're in a career and you're kind of like a tsunami. You're just kind of riding along the bottom of the ocean, and it's just going along. And a lot of us are just head down, butt up. That's the look of it. And we don't want to be bothered. We don't want anybody interrupting us. We don't want to be called out. We don't want to show up. We need our health insurance. We need our income. So just leave me alone.
Got mouths to feed.
Right.
Get the job done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we kind of go along the bottom for 30, 35 years, but we get to an age, and I found that to be like that 56, 57 or so, where you kind of start hitting the sand like a tsunami. And you kind of are coming closer to, that age group of 60, 62, whatever, and you crest. You kind of come through the water like a tsunami, and it kind of looks like you come up and you start looking around, and you're like, I have not been looking around for 30 years.
The kids are grown.
Yeah.
They're not taking your time as much as they used to, right? You're not like, your boss is not down your back like the boss used to be,
or
right?
I see it coming that's coming to an end. Like, how do I get out of this? What do I do next? Whatever that is. And for the people that want to retire and don't want to do this, and they have the financial means to do it, and they're looking for a different kind of purpose or a little different kind of engagement, fine.
Right.
But there are too many people out there. They're like,
that's not
I
the
spent 30
serious
years on these skills, and I like doing what I do. But boy, how could I do it in a way that's my way?
Yeah.
Right. And I don't need to make the same income I used to make.
Right.
And that was my story. My husband, my story. I mean, I couldn't be in Costa Rica and headed to Spain if I didn't learn how to do this.
Yeah. By the way, Jeannie and I met because she called me. I mean, we knew each other in the community, but she called me to sell her home
But you did
because
really well.
Which I did. We did it. Got the
Beautiful,
job done. It was a beautiful
beautiful.
home. It kind of sold itself. It wasn't really.
Well, and
but anyway,
I just say, and your team. I mean, we had a chat group, and it was beautiful. It was just a beautiful experience.
good. I'm glad we enjoyed it too.
I loved it.
And we sold her home because now, after living in Costa Rica, she's got some grandbabies that are in
France.
and she's going to move to Spain.
It keeps me just far enough away.
This what she's offering to coach you, that's what she's doing, and that's how she's living like this,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yes.
I think that's
Yes.
really, really cool. And
Yes.
I mean, I hope that I can do that. I hope I can follow my kids,
Oh, yes,
you wherever
will.
they want
You
to
will.
go.
You will. They'll call you up like my son. Go, can you help me take
Especially
care
when
of
they have
because
kids.
my
They're
partner's
like, I haven't
going
had
away.
sleep in 4 days, Mom. Can you
Yes,
get here?
exactly. And I can now under 2 hours.
Now you can. Now you
The
can.
one thing I was just going to say real quick is right now, just so you all know, I'm in the middle of doing some interviews. If anybody's interested,
Okay.
to talk to people in that age group to learn more about their goals and frustrations and fears and what would be helpful to them and how they'd like to learn and what would a program look like. So I can really dial mine in. So if anybody's interested, I'd love to chat with you. No selling, just to find out more about your insights and your experience. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there.
I think that's great.
Help me help you.
Yeah, in order to learn Spanish here, when I first moved down here, I was trying to take classes one-on-one, and that didn't work. I was too busy. I had young kids. I never found the time.
Yeah.
But I did online. People like you who probably started off one-on-one, and then they brought the platform bigger, and it was one coach talking to many.
Yeah.
And I love that. I could do it at my own pace. I could do it at 11:15 at night if that's when I had time.
Probably when.
And I like that you're doing it for that reason. I think
Yeah.
you're going to get to more people
Yeah.
and help more people.
Yeah.
In that, but the people who were doing that were super dialed in. They knew what I wanted. Before I subscribed to their channel, for example, I mean, I was like, "This is what I've been looking for," and they knew that
Exactly.
probably because they were interviewing people.
That's
like
how you
like
do it.
you're trying to do.
You got to go to people and find out what they want. And
Yeah.
it sounds kind of like I say, schmaltzy, but I really do care what people want in this.
I can know it comes through.
It changes your chapter.
It's life changing.
It
It's
is.
life changing, and I mean, I find it very inspiring that what you did, and then you're using that experience to help other people.
Yeah.
That's so cool to me, and that's why I wanted to have Jeanne on the show. I think it's going to help a lot of people. I hope you found this really helpful. If you did, remember, like our video, subscribe to the channel, and we're going to put Jeanne's contact information below, so feel free to reach out to her if you think it might be helpful. Thank you for joining us.
Great. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time.
Ciao for now, guys. Thanks.
Bye.